Hey, you guys, how y'all doing?
Yo, my name's Reggie, first of all. We've been on each other for a while, worked with each other, became great friends. But I lost two close friends of mine to gun violence. Like, seen them that day, later on that day, I get a phone call that they dead. So, yeah, it tore me up inside. Me and both of the friends that I know, one I would say we known 6 years, like
Oh,
every day hanging out. And the other one I would say, which is my friend D-Thing, rest in peace.
so
Then the next one died 2 years later, so that would make us 8 years. Like every day kicking it, hanging out, waking up, seeing each other, checking on each other. You know, so it's real out here in the streets. Like I didn't shot at people. People didn't shot at me, and it's all pretty much over stupid shit, money, territory, or just trying to make a name for yourself. It'd be a lot of this because a lot of people hate other people for doing better than them, which instead of getting in the game or whatever you call yourself doing out here in the streets, instead of doing it as a team, you always got someone that's hating from behind. And once you get so much glow out here, they want to take you out of your glow so they could be in that spot. We may make $300 today and we're going to buy the new iPhone, which ain't $300, but that's how it is. And then once you got it and your friend don't got it, now they're hating on you because you kind of outstyling them. One of the first one that died was my boy D Thing, real close friend. Every day came over seeing me, checked on him. He was at his girlfriend's house, got to fighting with her brother, and he was in the wrong part of town because he's not from that area. He's from another area that they're beefing with, and got to fighting with her brother. Her cousin came in and they fighting over the gun. And he got shot in the neck, died right there on the front floor. Then my other friend that died, Keelan, is I seen him at the gas station. We talked. He told me where he was at. I told him to be careful out here. 4 to 5 hours later, I get a phone call saying that he just got gunned down, sitting in a car on his own block. They rode down the block and shot the man. It was 3 people in the car. They waited till they got to his side and only sprayed his door. He fought for his life for about an hour or two, and then the doctor said that he just gave up. I would say D Thing's been gone for 4 years, and Keelan just died last year. Not even last year, he died this year. Summer. He died in the middle of the summer. Had a funeral, hurt us bad. Candlelight hurt us bad, you know. And then all it leads to is someone wants to retaliate. Now we wants to go do something to their guys. We want to even the score. But as I try to tell everybody, about me being an older cat and being in the gang longer and having more knowledge than a lot of people, I tell them that, it don't lead you nowhere but jail. I went to jail for my gang. I did 22 months. Ask me have any of my gang members came and seen me. Ask me any of my gang members came and sent me money. It was my family that suffered, that sent me money, that put the house up for my lawyer. It was my family, not my gang members. But when I came home, everybody was there to show me love. So then you have to take the responsibility and you have to think, is this worth my family to make y'all happy? Or is it worth my life and my family life to be stable? I got friends right now that if I want to kick it with them, we can't go certain places because they're in tour with this guy or that group or that group. And I'm from the set where, I done my dirt and I done did my thing, but I'm respected all around. I can go wherever I want. So if I want to hang out with y'all, and I can't go to this movie theater because it's in the area where all the other guys be at. We don't need to hang around. We don't need to be friends. I got kids now. I still represent the CVL nation to the fullest, but my family and my kids come first. Like my kids and everything, I don't do the sagging. I don't let my kids sag their clothes. You know, they see daddy's always talking about CVL, or they see a lot of guys come talk to me about the gangs. Joe, it was crazy. I had to whoop my 3-year-old daughter today, discipline her.
what?
Because she came in the house doing this, talking about, Daddy, is this GD? This ain't no GD, but why the fuck is you talking to me about, is this GD? You 3 years old. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's fucked up that my little friends I play basketball with have to carry a gun because they can't go certain places because they grew up in this neighborhood. And this neighborhood is known for beefing with that neighborhood. How many funerals I can count in my life from people passing from gun violence? I would say about 8. Well, I went to a funeral of a friend or someone I known that was gunned down to gun violence.
Ain't too many, you ask
Yeah,
me.
eight too many. And like I say, it's a lot of us that's grow up into the shit because we're from that block. But at the same time, you have to realize, like I try to tell everybody, just because you are bound from a neighborhood don't mean you have to stay in this neighborhood. I was one of the ones, I did all types of shit out west on Chicago Avenue. CVL, crazy. At my first child, life opened up my eyes. And it was like, do you want to do this and have your child reading a piece of paper with your picture on it? No, I don't. I want to see my child graduate. I want to see my child do things. And I'm proud as hell right now. I got kids in high school playing basketball. I got my daughters. They 6 feet 1, 6 feet 2.
Wow.
And they're not there for basketball. They're academically there.
Wow.
So, I take pride in that. And I tell all the little guys and the little homies that look up for me, because a lot of them call me they big homie. And I try to tell them, Joe, you doing dumb shit. Stop posting guns on Facebook. Stop posting your moves, every move on Facebook. Don't get me wrong. Everybody hurting. Birthdays come around, and it be certain days where, birthdays come around, so all the guys and everybody get together. And you got T-shirts with that face on it. It hurts the family at the same time. But so we do it like this. Now, on them birthdays and stuff that come around, we don't post pictures on T-shirts. We may get together and kick it. We may get together and kick it in memory of our friend. But as far as like broadcasting it, because you hurting the family, you bring back memories. When you stay walking around with a face on your shirt, a do-rag on your head, or whatever with their name on it. Like, I got a friend right now that's halfway suicidal because he lost his brother. Want to be with his brother to this day. Calls me daily. Bro, I don't think I can make it today. So gun violence out here is real, and it's a trickle-down effect. What you think you're doing to somebody else can happen to you. Because karma's a bitch. Excuse my language, but that's being 100. You may be living a good life now and think you've done it all right now, but it comes back to bite you in your ass. I'm telling you the truth. And that's words of the wise. It comes back to bite you in your ass.
He's an Aquarius, too, so they all in charge of the wisdom and stuff like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Can't take them.
Like I said, don't let looks fool you. A lot of people are smarter than what you think.
I'm not crazy. I just look crazy.
Yeah, he looks crazy.
Yeah,
but he's on a different planet. So we're on Earth. I don't know where he said Venus.
All right, you guys, but y'all take it easy, okay?
Right.
Over and out. Thank you, Reggie.
His name is Marcus Waters. He's a brother to me. He's a friend, but he's a brother. He's a spirit brother to me. We've known each other for decades, right?
Yes. My experience came with my brother, my blood brother. It's 4 of us.
So it's two
girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
And I'm the baby.
Okay.
So he was at the age of 24 when he passed. And it was heartbroken because, and you live in this gun life, you have to think about the consequences and the repercussions. So your actions of how you live in it will affect you, and it would affect your family as well. And he left his kids behind. I know he didn't want to do that because he's a darn good father. We started getting along at the age of, it was like our teens. I'm going to say like 19. He's like 2 years older than I. So, like I say, when I started getting older and he got older, I played ball. He supported me going to my games and, actually, been to a few of my games. Him and his friends. It was like March. It was March. And I could remember that we was all in the house, just talking, making jokes with each other, and it was a pleasant moment that day. So he goes downstairs, And then while we were still talking, he said bye to everybody, making jokes. That's what Tone do. Then all of a sudden, we hear gunshots. So the shots went off, and all we looked at each other, me and my niece, everybody in the house, like, oh, my brother down there. What's going on? So we ran downstairs. So I was the one that ran to him, hold him in my arms. He didn't necessarily die in my arms, but we had a few words with each other.
So you actually got a chance to hold your brother?
I had a chance to hold my brother. And then my adopted brother, Noel, he grabbed me and he, told me that I couldn't see that. I ain't supposed to see that, But I was actually a little bit upset that it happened because I wanted to be there every step of his, dying stage. But it didn't happen that way. But in all fairness, I was glad to be able to hold him. Basically telling me don't go anywhere, stay here with me, and, make sure, everything is good, basically telling me stuff that I normally know that he would say. It wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. Just wanted me to be there with him. So I was kind of, glad that I was there at the moment that we shared together. So it's very important to, value your moments in your life, each moment that we have on this earth. Because you could be here today and be gone tomorrow.
So how do you feel about the people that killed them?
I would say, God bless their soul, and I forgive them because I don't want to have that hate towards my body and my soul. So I will forgive him, but I will never forget. Yeah, he was murdered. 22 years.
And do it still affect you to this day?
Oh, yeah. I will never forget that moment. It wasn't a day. It was a moment that ended my life, and it begins my life because that was my brother. So it's very important to value your life and your family life if y'all still got a family. I would say they put the guns down and go back to days when we were like in the 80s. We was boxing it out.
Ooh. On that note, y'all take it easy.
Peace.
My spirit cousin, some of y'all need to know, but he's my cousin. We've been knowing each other for how long? Woo!
Since we were about 9.
Yeah, and we're in our 40s now.
He's in his 40s. I'm 40. Well, my name is Rodney. As we already discussed, I'm 40 years old. I've lost 2 brothers to gun violence. One in 2001, December of 2001, and one in November of 2006. Altogether, it is actually 15 of us. Oh. And that's through my blood siblings and through their siblings because we all do not have the same mother. With my first brother, it happened due to him going to check on a friend who had got injured, or I believe she was killed herself by gun violence. So he's going to the family home to offer his condolences, and never knew that we'd ever see him again. Come to find out that the brother mistaken him for someone else, being that the brother was probably inebriated and probably high, so therefore his train of thought wasn't together himself. He's currently serving time for my brother's murder. My brother, who got killed in November of 2006, his name is Henry. I'm sorry, my first brother that got killed in 2001, his name is Paul. My brother who got killed in 2006, his name is Henry. Henry was killed by I can't call her a lady, you know what I'm saying, because she did such a thing, but he was killed by a female. And still to this day, we really don't know the meaning behind what she did to him. All we know is that at the time my brother was selling weed, and she took his weed and whatever money he had on him at that time. Well, with my brother Paul, I was living in South Bend, Indiana, and a lot of things transpired in 2001 for me. Um, when I tell you the feeling of having your heart hit your stomach, but law has stepped in already and took whatever, cautions that they had to do with the guy or whatever. So that was that on that. Um, the call that I got from him for when Henry died, um, undescribable moment. Um, Woken up out of my sleep by this phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning. Maybe sooner than, maybe earlier than that. Um, my little sister is on the phone crying, and I can just barely make out what she's saying to me because my brother and my mother in the background crying. And like when she told me what happened, I dropped the phone. I couldn't make no sound. Uh, when I tell you tears, yeah, like like when I say losing my own mind, like literally losing my own mind. Um, and what made things worse was the fact that at that point in my life, yeah, I'm the oldest of my mother's children. So it's like you never think of how much a person is going to be missing, and how that person really affects everybody's life around that person. Like period. Like no matter how you leave this earth, just know you got some type of impact on somebody somewhere that's gonna always think about you. That's gonna always wonder, like, damn, was there anything I could do to make things better? You know what I'm saying, or to change the situation. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, like, there's nothing that we as humans can do but live life as it comes to us. Like real talk. But at the same token, I want y'all to know this. When somebody dies that you truly love, and you know in your hearts of hearts you're gonna miss this person, it does not get any easier. You just deal with it better. Paul been gone 18 years. Henry got killed November 21st, 2006. And that year, man, like Thanksgiving, we had plans for Thanksgiving, and he didn't live to see them plans. Especially with the way young people act today, with no respect for the elder, we're not gonna get far. It's not a day that don't go by that I don't think about my brothers. Period. Real talk, because Paul never had kids,
No.
and now we never know what if or what them kids may look like. You know what I'm saying? My brother Henry, he left behind a little girl. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you she looked just like him, she just got her mama's skin tone. That's about it. She looked just like her daddy. But who's to say that he wouldn't have more kids? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that she wasn't destined to have siblings if this other person hadn't stepped in and ended his life? Paul murder is behind bars. I myself couldn't fathom even fixing a letter to say anything, because everything I had to say was just horrible things. Period. That was the first time that has ever happened to our family. Henry's, I think I took his list a little bit more personal, because with my mother's children, my mother has 5 kids. And out of her 5 kids, me and Henry were the only ones that were dark skinned. Everybody else is lighter than us. So we had our brother bond, We knew that we had other siblings, but there was something special between us. You know what I'm saying? That we, hey, dark skinned brother, was good with you? Because we can only say that to each other. But at the same token, like, he left a little girl behind. Like, you know, people don't think before they act. And this young lady that ended my brother's life didn't think before she acted. And what the punch in the face was to her is that upon her thinking that she's going to get out on parole, I will be present to make sure that she doesn't get released. No, because I feel like this. The law of the land is the fact that we have laws in place for things of this nature. Because back in the olden days, it's an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And there is no law to say that I cannot hunt you down and kill you for what you've done wrong to me. Period. My mama Renee, the mother of Paul, it could be yesterday to her. To all of us, really. Especially this month. Because not only did she lose her son December 11th, she lost my father December 31st of 2016. So December is not the month for my mama. My mother Marilyn, the mother of Henry, she has not been right ever since. Neither one of my mothers has been right ever since they lost a kid, because the natural process of life is the parent goes before the child, not the child before the parent. Even though it has happened all throughout time, but that's not the natural process of life.
I agree.
The natural process of life is, we should see our parents go before they see us go. Anybody who's legally able to carry a gun should have a mental evaluation, period. Yeah. Even though, yes, a lot of these young people have guns because of their gang situation or into it with somebody's situation. I understand that you want to protect yourself, and at that time you may not have your gun card or you ain't even thought about getting one, but you going to make sure your life is covered. I understand that. One should be able to defend themselves, but it should be in a legal manner. So a lot of us need to think before we act, because a lot of shit that we end up doing and get caught doing, we going to get the max time for. Because it's already set for us to get that max time. Ain't no, I'm going to plead out or I'm going to take this and talk to this person, get this time down. It ain't going to always work out like that. Especially moving forward. Since this city done got extra violent, a lot of stuff that was able to get you out of bullshit back in the day, it's not going to work no more. They've been to change laws in the favor to where you fuck up once, we got you for life. Period. Just think about the projects. The projects was originally a project that was set by scientists with mice and shit. And they studied the fucking mice from one building to the next building and realized in the end that they was going to end up fighting each other for whatever resources that's available. It was the system that failed my brother. Not the first time, because it was the person's actions and what the person was under the influence of. But for my brother Henry, the female that killed him, she was on house arrest and broke off the damn band.
Wow.
Not looking for her at all. But she killed my brother and y'all found her in Chicago, a needle in a haystack city, and y'all go to the motherfucking door she at. Talking about luck, huh? Still is missing. I know his daughter need him, and she still gonna always need her dad. January the 7th. Heno Day. Real talk. Paul is March the 3rd. 303. March 3rd, 303. Real talk. 107, 303. Y'all might as well go ahead and play them numbers y'all gonna hit. Real talk. Watching. But, yeah. Gun violence in this city is way out of hand, man. Given the circumstance that we handle on a day-to-day basis and how the system has got us set up to basically fail, it's going to be gun violence. Period. Our people don't know how to pat each other on the back just as of yet.
So, hope y'all got something from that and holla back. I am so thankful that they shared their experiences and their stories with me. Because this gun violence is getting out of control and it's real, you know, and it's been out of control and it's getting out of control more. So, but I wanted to share my story on gun violence and how it just impacted me not even a week ago. Last week, I just attended a funeral of a guy that I got the pleasure of knowing. And he died at the age of 24 to gun violence. He was with his girl, his baby mother, his beautiful baby mother. They were coming back around where I stay, because we stay in the same community. And this is where he was gunned down at, around my neighborhood by the 7-Eleven. Just not too far from the college IIT. So, yeah. Just went to his funeral. He's 24. Was 24. Has a son. 2-year-old son. And beautiful baby mama. And all of this is just really sad to me, because I got to know this guy for years, and I actually witnessed him in his last weeks, in his last days. And I'm kind of haunted by that, you know, because here he is, you know, not too long ago, he brought his son over here. His son is a split image of him. Look just like him, even down to his mannerisms too. I'm haunted by the fact that he's not gonna know his father, or probably don't even remember his father at the tender age of 2. And his beautiful girl is gonna be haunted. Beautiful baby mama is gonna be haunted with the memory that night when they came around here. He seen the guys coming. She clenched him. He pushed her off of him, and he told her to run, and he told her that he loved her, and he was gunned down, shot twice in the leg and once in the head. Died at the hospital. 24, just living his life. I'm haunted. I'm haunted with when the last time they came over, him and his girl, I seen how beautiful they were together, and I told them too how beautiful they were together. And he looked and he told me thank you, and she was thankful too. So I look forward to the day when this gun violence, this senseless gun violence, is brought to an end. You all take it easy.